This spreadsheet holds some accounting data for a shop. It's got some text for the column headings and the months and in row A. Not all of the numbers that we have in front of us are accountancy or currency data. In row 12, we've got some percentages. I'm going to format the numerical data to accountancy. On the home ribbon, in the number group, there's a button that looks like a note and some pound coins. I'm going to click straight onto that, and it's arranged the data with a pound signs before it and the commas to separate the thousands and a decimal place for the pence. I'll do that, continue to do that for all the other accountancy pieces of data. There we go. To add some formatting to this spreadsheet, I'm going to highlight the row headings and make them bold. And I'll do the same for the column headings over here. I can make them stand out even more by changing the colours. So if I highlight the column headings over here in row 1, and within the font group on the home ribbon, there's an icon that looks like a bucket of paint. If I clicked on the arrow down next to it, I can choose a different colour. Let's go for this light blue. If I click away once I've made those changes, and again for column A, I'll select the fill colour within the font group on the home ribbon. I'm also going to change the font colour for the data in row 1. I'll make that a dark blue. And I'll probably increase the size of the font for the title in row and column A, row 1, to a bigger font style size. If I click down and select 16. As I've increased the size of the font, it's gone off, so we need to extend the column width to make it wider. Easiest way to do that is if I move my cursor gently in between A and B, my cursor looks like a double-headed arrow with a line between it. If I double click, that's automatically adjusted the size of this column to fit. Otherwise, over on the right hand side, still within the home ribbon, in the format group over here, I can change the column width by typing over. Currently it's on 10.29, and I can do the same for changing the row height as well if I needed to. I'm going to change the alignment of my column headings to centered for the months. So if I click on to the first month of January, move my mouse along to select it, and also for the totals. In the alignment group on the home ribbon, I'm going to choose center align to place those carefully in the middle. I'm also going to make some projections to see what my net profit would be if I was to remove the tax. I'll select row 12, and over on the home ribbon still, under the delete function, there is an option to delete sheet rows. So that's now removed the cells, the tax. However, my formulas were linked and they were reliant on that tax figure. So I'm going to use my best friend up over here, the undo button, to place those tax rates back into my spreadsheet. The data on the spreadsheet may be difficult to read if the font is looking small. So I've got an option to change the font size. However, it's going to have an impact on my output when I print it. So the next option is to zoom into a spreadsheet. Bottom right hand corner, down by the clock and the date, Currently my spreadsheet is set to 100%, so the on screen would look pretty much the same size as my output on a printer. If I drag this cursor along to make it look bigger, or I can just press the plus button to zoom into the screen. That's made my spreadsheet look a lot bigger. However, these error messages have appeared. These hash keys, that means that the data now is too big to be displayed in the columns. So I need to auto adjust the column width. So if I again place my cursor between the B and the C, as my cursor changes to a double-headed arrow, and if I double click, that's automatically increased the column size. So we can see already that my spreadsheet looks a lot better on the eye than it did before.